Hello everyone, welcome back to Crafty Chris. I am Chris and I am continuing exploring the June 2026 card kit from Simon Says Stamp. And of course I throw in other companies because, well, why not? We have the supplies, might as well use them. But this is the stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. This is the cone for the candy cane. Not the candy cane, the cotton candy. And then this is the stamp that you stamp on this. So, and then I'm going to be using Dylusions ink spray. Sorry, it took me a minute for my brain to wrap around that font. And it's called Crushed Grape. Now, the cotton candy came in pink and blue, and I kind of want to do a purple card, so I'm going to try spraying my own cotton ball. Now before you spray it, kind of stretch it out a little, that way more ink can get up in there, but we'll figure that out as we go. I'm going to use a Jelly Roll pen, and then I'm going to use Gina K's Master Layouts 2. Most use is the layouts 1 and 2, or that I use. And then the Nested Dies Vintage Label from Scrapbook.com. And then purple shades from Michael's 110 pound cardstock. And then this did not come in the card kit, but it's the violet ink from Simon Says Stamp that did come in a card kit, just not the June card kit. And then the rock candy from Tim Holtz. So, sit back, relax. If you have these supplies, pause me, go get them, and let's get crafting. So the first thing we're going to do is we need to ink this up. I will say that you need to do this hours in advance. Like, don't do this right before you make a card and decide you're going to use it. You need to do it, if not the day before. If you are making this card with me, pause it till tomorrow. Go make this cotton ball first. Okay, so in order to protect my hands, I'm going to use my little tweezers, and I'm just going to grab a part, shake this up pretty well. It's just any... I believe this is also from Ranger. I think most inks are from Ranger. Yep, Ranger inks. So shake this up pretty good. And then we're going to spray this. And you don't have to go real heavy, but you do need to cover up the white. This is why you want to stretch it out a bit. Okay, and then what I'm going to do while it's still wet is I'm going to take the rock candy, because why not? And I'm just going to, now don't think you can put that back in there. What you sacrifice is gone for good. And just kind of cover this up and just kind of let that sit in there. Now if you've got a friend that hates glitter, don't give them this card, because, well, they're going to get glitter on their hand. Okay, and then we're just going to leave that in there and let that dry. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cut out, this is our cone, this came in the kit, and this is the stamp that goes with it. I kind of just put mine in here with my dies. That way I'll just have it in the whole little thing. Now this one, you do in order to make the cotton candy holder, you don't need to use 110 pound cardstock because it's just too thick to turn. But the kit came with copy paper, but I already used it as scratch paper, so I don't have any just plain copy paper in my craft room. But I do have lighter weight cardstock that I bought, thinking when I first started, all cardstock was the same. It's not. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut that out in this. Well, I guess I really didn't need a piece that big. And then I'm going to go ahead and in regular 110 pound cardstock, which I'm just going to use a scrap piece of paper. I always keep my white and my black scraps behind my die cut, which I'm sure you've seen. Oh, there it is. Because I'm going to make a template in order to stamp into that. We're going to do our sentiment first. We could just use this one. That's just a scrap piece of paper because this is going to go on top of it. I may cut out another layer of that. If I do that, I'll be off camera, but I'll let you know. Okay. Couldn't find my ink. Let's go in a little bit closer so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And you know what always helps when you're stamping is to get the stamp. That always helps. And I'm just using the violet from Simon Says Stamp. This doesn't have to go in there real good. This is just temporary. I'm actually going to stamp it in black, but that was just right there. Okay. Clean that off. Okay, and then you get some just tape runner. And just put a little bit of tape there. You do need tape over the actual sentiment. That way you can hold down. But then you just want to line it up. I did this on this stamp right here because I stamped it and then I cut it and it just did not work. I mean, trying to line up that die was not good. So I practiced this because Kathy Zilski does it and a few other creators do that. And I was like, let me try this. It worked out great. And I'm just going to stamp this in black because, well, that's my favorite color to stamp in. VersaFine Clair, Nocturne. I believe I was saying that wrong all this time. Need to pay more attention. Sometimes I think my brain reads words or my mouth says words before my brain actually tells you, oh, that's not right. Okay. And then you just peel this up like that. And it turns out great. Look at that. Now we're going to stamp our candy cane. Not our candy. I keep calling it a candy cane. These are fooling me. It's fooling me. Okay, so I think this goes, you line this one up here. You worry more about this side than you do this side. So we're going to go a little bit And keep in mind, if you don't get it right on there the first time, you're going to roll it up, so who cares? Well, some people may care. Okay, this is where we're going to use the violet. That's actually going on the card. Their ink pads are pretty juicy. I haven't really ever played with them very much. Gina K inks and the Distress inks is what I use the most. That looks good. Let's do one more. Just for good measure. I don't want to bring out my little hockey puck because I don't know. I don't want to apply too much pressure. Okay, so we're going to take this, set it to the side to dry. Now with this, why you need to use the lighter cardstock is because you want to take any pen. I'm using my Jelly Roll pen because I'm going to use it on some of my cards later. But you need to train it to turn. Probably did that wrong. Okay. Because you're going to take this. Let me get a little bit closer to the screen. See, in the way they have it where it stamps, see how it lines up? Isn't that neat? I just think of everything. Okay, so then we're just going to take some glue. I'm going to use quite a bit of glue. But if you did this with a 110-pound cardstock, I think that would be extremely difficult to make into a cone. This little bottom part does not want to play right. Make sure your fingers are clean. Okay. Gina K's master layouts too. If you're going to invest in any of her layouts, my favorites are, I keep touching my mic, my favorites are 1 and 2. What I want to do is I want to cut this one out of the biggest, this one's out of the smallest. And then I'm going to ink blend with this violet. I'm going to kind of shadow with just white for the vintage label dies. And I'm going to use the third one down. Or the third one into the dies. Oh my goodness. I need to put a different magnet sheet on that. And this one I'm just going to use the 110-pound white cardstock on this one. That looks so good. Let's go ahead and glue these down. As you can see, I just kind of threw that on there because that's why I put a lot of glue on there so I can move it around myself. Okay. Let's bring in Mr. Pig to hold that down. Now this, I'm gonna ink blend the whole thing. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter, like darkest to light, but with the same color. Not gonna switch colors. Now I'm gonna take my Jelly Roll pen and just kind of do the little marks down the side. And this is a step you could totally skip. I just kind of like it, and I'm really discovering this Jelly Roll thing. It just adds to it, in my opinion. Amy R got me into the Jelly Roll pen. You see, it just kind of adds to your card. I'm going to take a little bit of ink. Not a whole lot. Just a little bit. And just kind of give it a little bit of a shadow. I don't need that much. I just need it to not be so flat. Don't be so flat. Don't be so flat. I would like to pop that up, so let me get some foam tape. Not bad, not bad. So remember this, we've let it dry, still pretty wet. So like I said, if you're going to make this card or dye your own cotton ball, make sure you give yourself plenty of time to let it dry. Make sure you, when you give this card to somebody, you're giving it to somebody who does not mind glitter. Kind of squashing our cotton ball or cotton candy, kind of shape it a little bit. But do put quite a bit of glue on there and just let that set there for a minute. See, the glitter is coming off on my fingers, and some of the spray is too. Before I put the sentiment on there, I would like to do a little bit of ink splatter. Because why not? We're going to go with the Positively Black. Would like quite a bit of. Okay. See, that cotton ball is probably a little too big. So if you do your own cotton ball, I'd probably tear it up or cut it in half. There was a very excited carnival guy filling up your candy cane. Cotton candy. Why do I keep calling it candy cane? We already have dimension on this card, so I don't really see a reason to add dimension to the sentiment. So we're going to let that set. And I did not let that dry. Okay. Let's stamp this. Should have probably adhered this to the card base before I put the cotton candy on there. But I wasn't for sure what I was going to do. And if purple isn't your color, you can really do this with whatever your color may be. Whatever your favorite color may be. I just have one commenter all the time, which I love my comments and I enjoy reading them, so make sure you leave a comment. She always mentions purple. So I thought, I'll make a purple card. There we have it. Cotton ball could be a little bit smaller, so if you make this kind of, if I was you, I'd cut your cotton ball. I'd cut the back of it off. And then you could stamp whatever sentiment you would like on the inside. And there we have it. Thank you for joining me for today's video. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And please be sure to follow me on all of my social media channels. Until next time, stay crafty, my friends.